I was just so focused on what I could do with that image by flipping it over again. It was always pseudoscopic because it gave you that strange floating in front of the plane, which people really couldn't focus on. I mean, they see a frame on the wall and they want to look through it or on the surface. And here is this floating image. Well, this was sort of the image that I aimed for with different simple subjects. Sometimes I would just draw circles. You know, I would use a flat subject of rings, like a bullseye, because I knew that I can push it out in space. And that's even more fascinating, is you see lines. You know, people don't see lines in space, black lines in space. You see them on paper. It was the simplicity of shooting the plate, flipping it over, and there was this magic out there. This is where I play with the different holograms to make compositions. The compositions sometimes take longer than the process. So I was doing my texture series with the ruby laser and enjoying things that normally aren't very rigid. Oh, I think this is a piece of satin, again, a very nice bright piece of satin. And it's pseudoscopic. I can, you know, with one eye of the lens you can't see that, but this shadow is way out here, and I can put my hand here, and here is this shadow out here. As it dries, this three-dimensional encoding starts to come forth. And I can't explain it. It's just one of the most exciting things in the process of holography, because you're finally seeing your concept realized. Here is the installation of the water lilies after Monet, or Slow Death, because I did double exposures with the beautiful water surface projecting in front, but when you look in the second exposure in the dark depths, you'll see beer cans, dead fish, and a little bit of present-day detritus. The images float because the film is suspended in air, and I use a little electric fan to keep them moving. They also cast a beautiful reflection on the floor that looks like water ripples, and I made a sound for this which is reminiscent of a waterfall in the distance, a little crickets chirping, and then there is a bit of Gregorian chant that comes in. This was all done in 80. I started this and finished it in about 88, 89. And it was installed at the Durand Art Institute.